Hey, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. So the market just closed, and real quickly, we gapped down Sunday to our 5260 area, and then closed the gap. Ended up closing the gap right here, and then it went up to the daily one and flattened out. You can see the flattening right here on the price oscillator. So, like I said, we're real close to the 6 month, six 6 month three, which they're keeping us away from it. NQ is actually sitting on its 6 month three. So what does that mean, 6 month three? It means in 6 months, the third, one, two, three, here's one, there's two, there's three. It's been reached, and we're at the very beginning of that 6 month period. So yes, there's tails. We can go outside of it. Sure. But more likely, more probable would be that it would pull back first. We've gone a long way coast to coast to plow straight through it, especially with tariffs not resolved and with everything else that's going to be going on over the next few weeks. You've got unresolved conflicts in the Middle East, unresolved conflicts in Ukraine and Russia, and tariffs, like I said, are unresolved. So it's like, use your brains. Are dealers going to move their risk out from the 6 month three with all of that, right? I don't know. I, you know, I think that that would be a hard sell. Here you can see the monthly two. So that's 68% of the monthly range has been reached, and we're just in July, right? So we've already hit the R-vol twos. That's the R-vol. The H-vol is up here. Or hang on, let me clarify this. Oh, that is the H-vol. It's a 30-day. Okay. So I do have another two up here. It is the monthly. So the 30-day is inside the monthly. So your calendar days are inside the monthly, which is sort of like an R-ball, which, would lead you to think that we're going to get that compression. And plus, we're sitting here trying to, roll over. Market wants to run up there and pop that and come down. See, that's the problem. Is I think I've discussed that with you. Is the market makers are full of GEX, positive GEX, so they can't really sell it until Friday. So tomorrow is CPI, so perhaps they can sell some of it then, but they have to bail out on it as it crashes on them. But they'll have to move risk out. And Wednesday's expiration. And we're right in the middle of that distribution. $18.96. is the 30-day, 1895. So we can go up a little more for Wednesday morning, up to 19. Okay. And then Friday, like I said, it's going to be OPEX. And put these 6 months on here. Yeah, so we're right here, 63.13. So we're almost at target. You can see here they sandwiched between the 62.50 90-day one and the 6-month one. Oh, that's a H fall. Oh my God. Yeah, we're almost cooked turkeys, baby. So I would say by this September OPEX, we should see the market have a small pullback. Crude sold off really hard today. First, it went down to this one, weekly one, and then pushed further down, stopped at the daily 3 on the tick, almost 66.82. And so that worked out pretty good. Nice move. So we were breaking down, coming back inside the monthly ones. So that's going to be a very hard resistance, 68.21. And come into this quarterly one pretty soon. Quarterly mean, somewhere around 64.85, 64.82, 65. Okay. Gold sort of flattened out, stayed inside the dailies. After a nice run up last week, had a bit of a consolidation, and as well as the Bitcoin. It got up to 1.25 time overnight, and then they paused it. It was nighttime moves over the weekend. We have room to run on this market. It's got a tail up here on the monthly twos, and a tail on this quarterly two also. But the quarterly 3 is way up there at 12,590 and 12,5,890, 126,595. Big numbers. So new all-time high. So making some progress there. There are a lot of new ETFs coming out, Bitcoin ETFs, so people are gearing up to take advantage of the government going to be backing Bitcoin with some stable coins. like, guaranteed demand, right? So they'll be buying, 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 and it's a asset class that has a finite number of contracts, so it's not like it can keep growing. So as more government shares are purchased, the lower the available pool is, and that's what keeps it going higher. Theoretically, I mean, that's what they say. Okay, daily ones. The NQ got a little bit higher than its daily ones, popped up to this R ball daily 3 and pulled back. But this last little leg was to allow ES to reach its daily ones, and also SPX hit its daily one. So we're just making progress going into CPI. Some think that the market might start selling off tonight ahead of the CPI. That would be interesting. So we'll see if that happens. But definitely this SPX, that's what I wanted to do real quick. Bear with me. I'm going to ask my new BFF, Gemini. Um, there's so much GEX purchased holding up the market. It's a standard month. It's not a quadruple witching, and it's substantial. It's not extremely large compared to like a quadruple witching session, but it is very significant. And I can say that bar chart. I wish I could show you quickly, one day soon in the near future, a much better website for the net GAX. But over on bar chart, you can get your gamma exposure total net by changing the expiration date to all and getting a net GAX for all contracts available. And you can see that it's 790 million positive to minus 473 million negative puts. So call volume is 844 to 1. you know, the market is not going to sell off until Friday on this expiration. I don't think. I mean, I guess it could jump the shark tomorrow, but this is just so call heavy. You know what I'm saying? I guess I guess they could break it, but it would take a lot. Well, maybe I'm reading that wrong. Call volume 844 to put volume 1K. Maybe the put volume is starting to creep up. Maybe I read that wrong. All right. But the call open interest is larger than the put open interest. I was just trying to get this total gamma exposure. Max Payne still 62.60, which is right where we were. They've reached the maximum pleasure for their contract. They've gotten the most out of it that they need to going into the end of the month. So I guess it could sell off at any time from here. So be careful this week. Usually market tops are very choppy, and we've been in this very subdued, um, positive gamma environment. So just be on your toes. It can get very choppy very fast. Swings, volatility. Be on your toes. All right, guys, that's it for me. Hope you all have a good night. 25 office buildings for that one renovation. That just kills me. I can't believe that building cost 2.5 billion to renovate. All right. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.